Well, hello there. Hello. Yeah, DVD got me going again, so I decided we'll just continue this. I was asked if I was gonna continue AC yesterday because, well, Random Game Wednesday, and as you know, that's what we play then. But I decided to, well, play HD2 yesterday, so we're gonna continue with this. Hello, everyone who joined. So, and hello, obviously, to everyone who's gonna watch this on YouTube, because I know that quite a lot of people prefer to watch the VOD. But this is the highly requested AC2. We'll see if anyone actually joins, but doesn't matter because I'm gonna play this for myself anyway. And we're gonna go with this right away. What do you think, Spicy? You're there. Like, what's the sound? How's the sound? By the way, I kind of... It's so amusing to see. You might be wondering how these are so close together. This is my first ever playthrough from when the game came out. And yes, I named myself Ezio Auditore. Darrow is my most recent playthrough that you can see happened, yeah, slightly more than 2 years ago, and this is what we're gonna go for, which is gonna be our Enki playthrough. So yeah. Do you think the sound is fine? Do you think the sound is okay? Otherwise I can make it a bit louder. I think I'll make it a bit louder. Give me 1 second. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, hello. I know you're there. Still grumpy? Grumpy because of your own mistakes? So I'm gonna go with this. Okay. And we're gonna call this Enki. And we're gonna go. Let's go!
My name is Desmond Miles. I'm a prisoner of war. A war I never knew existed. Waged by 2 groups I never thought were real. Templars and Assassins. The Animus showed me the truth. The things I've seen, the things I've been. 1,000 years of history flowing through my veins, brought to life by this machine. They're using it. Using me to search for something. Call it the Apple. It's an artifact, one of many so-called pieces of Eden. The Templars collect them. It's how they stay in power. And if the Templars get their hands on another one, everything will change. They want to make us all their slaves. When they first brought me here, I was afraid of what would happen if I tried to fight back. Now? Now I'm afraid of what will happen if I don't. But I can't do it alone. And maybe I don't have to. I met someone. Her name is Lucy. I think she's on my side. She's gone now. She was taken away by that bastard Warren Vidic and his Templar masters. I don't know what will happen to her, or what'll happen to me. All I know is I need to get out of here. And I need to do it soon. My name is Desmond Miles. And this is my story.
And this is exactly where we left off. This is where the first game left off, directly the ending.
We have to go.
Lucy, where have you been? Why did they...
Now!
Okay, let's go.
Des... Get in.
What's with the blood? Are you okay?
Look, we have maybe 10 minutes, maybe, before they figure out what I've done. If we're not out of here and on the road before then...
Wait, we're leaving?
Desmond, I promise I'll answer all of your questions. Later. But right now, I need you to just shut up and do what I say. So please, get in the Animus.
All right.
poco. Sì, sì, brava. It is a boy.
Oh, my love. Mi dispiace. I was at the bank when they told me. Did I miss it? Am I too late? Give him here.
Giovanni.
Shh, my love. It will be all right. Tu sei un auditore. Sei un combattente. Perciò, combatti. Listen to him. A fine set of lungs.
And what shall we call him, my love?
Ezio. Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Get up. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna need a second.
There isn't time, Desmond. We have to leave.
Oh, would you look at that?
Really getting out of here, huh? Abstergo's got some fucked up interior decorators.
Stay close.
Hey! You're not supposed to be up here! Open this door!
I'm calling it in. We have a breach in the research wing. I repeat, there's been a breach in the research wing.
Nice walls. Fancy. Why, these...
There they are! Don't let them get away!
Holy shit! Look at this place. What about the cameras?
I rigged them to loop old footage. How do you think I managed to hide all your nighttime snooping from Abstergo?
You're good.
So I've been told. But they're on to us now. We need to hurry. Careful. We need to get to that elevator on the other side of the room. Follow my lead, but keep an eye out for security. I'd rather avoid a fight.
Is that an Animus?
Hold on.
What the? How many of them are there?
Stay close.
Is it Animuses or Animi? What do you think, Lucy? Lucy, what do they need with all of them?
Desmond. Fuck. I thought this card would work. It must be on a separate system, and I don't have the code.
Wait. Shit. Come on.
How did you do that?
I don't know.
Let's go. It's always something.
What was that in the Animus? Subject 16? Ezio, Audi something?
I think we've been wrong all along. That's why we need to get out of here. Vidic and the Templars, they're only part of the problem.
What do you mean?
I'll explain when we get there.
Get where?
Get in.
You're joking.
It's for your own protection.
Oh, man.
We're almost there.
Thanks for that. It was great. Being shoved in the trunk, bouncing around. Loved
This
it.
way.
So, gonna tell me what's going on now?
There was a reason for the escape, Desmond.
Figures.
We need your help.
For what? Another treasure hunt through time?
Abstergo's gonna replace their Apple of Eden. The map your ancestor found guarantees it. The other assassins, they'll do what they can, where they can, but
What? What is it?
we're losing this war, Desmond. The Templars are too powerful. And every day, more of us die.
I still don't see how I fit into things.
We're going to train you. Turn you into one of us.
What? No. No, you've seen me in action. I'm no good at this, and even if I was, it would take months. Years even.
No. Not with the Animus. Not with the bleeding effect.
But I'm just one guy.
Sometimes, that's all you need.
So that's why you found him. My ancestor. What was his name? Ezio?
If you can follow in his footsteps, you'll learn everything he did, just like he did. Years of training, absorbed in a matter of days.
You broke me out of Abstergo and brought me here just to make me an assassin?
Look, there's more to it than that, but it'll have to wait. Trust me, okay?
All right, I'm in. Tell me what you need.
Really? You're sure?
I thought you'd be happy about this.
Sorry, I'm just a little surprised. I spent the whole ride over here figuring out how I was gonna convince you to do this.
Save it. After what those Templar bastards put me through, I'm ready, willing, and able.
Thank you.
Lucy! You made it! God, it's been so long. 7 years, can you believe it?
Indeed. Welcome back. Ah, so this must be the infamous Subject 17. Desmond Miles, was it?
Who are you?
I'm sorry, where are my manners? I'm Sean Hastings. This is Rebecca Crane.
Nice to meet you, Desmond.
Right, well, it's been lovely chatting, but if you don't mind, Desmond, it's best we get straight to work. Time is precious. Doubly so these days.
We've got everything set up and ready, Lucy. Just say the word and we'll get going.
Here, I brought you something. A parting gift from Abstergo.
Whoa! The memory core! This is amazing. With their data, things are gonna go a lot faster. I'll get to work on merging the code.
I cannot stand Sean, but anyone who's played these games understands why, because he is so bitchy. It's incredible, but yeah.
What's all this stuff for?
This stuff, Desmond. Oh, this stuff is nothing special, really, this stuff. It's just the stuff that keeps our entire operation from falling apart, really. It requires a great deal of concentration to keep it all moving, so you'll forgive me if I don't have time to play meet and greet.
Sean's in charge of maintaining our knowledge archives. It's like a digital library. He'll be riding shotgun with me while you're in the Animus. So if you come across anything of note, people, places, events, etc., he'll create database entries you can consult for additional information.
Yeah, it's not just databases, though. I also provide tactical support for the other assassins. You know, Desmond, the ones who are out there, actually doing stuff, risking their lives, little things like that.
Oh my god, I hate Sean. But yeah, this is gonna be something we're gonna do. Like, you know how in video games you have like, oh, database, here's info about something, nobody ever reads it. We're gonna do it in AC2. Because it actually has so much knowledge to it. The cutscenes in this game have so much more personality than modern games. Higher graphics don't mean it. Right? Yeah, I fully agree. Let's talk to her for a moment.
Hey, listen. I just wanted to say thank you. And that I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know, before. Everything at Abstergo. It was just... I wasn't ready.
It's okay.
No. Going through all that, knowing that the Templars still exist, what they're planning.
What's done is done, Desmond. You're here now, and that's what matters.
But yeah, every single character will go through a character development over the course of a few games, so that's great. Hi, I'd like to talk to Rebecca.
Hey, Desmond. What's up?
Just wondering what your role is in all this.
I take care of Baby. It's my job to keep her up and running.
Baby? You mean the Animus?
Actually, I prefer Animus 2.0, since Baby's twice as awesome as anything you'll find at Abstergo. The Templars might have deeper pockets than us, but they've got no ambition, no passion, no competitive edge. That's why, even with all their resources, anything they can do, I can do better. Faster, too. Anyway, take a seat when you're ready, and we can get started. I just need to make a few more adjustments.
I do like Rebecca. Rebecca's always been the funny one. I like her. Let's go, guys. Let's delve in there.
So how does this work? Of course.
Deep breath.
Ah! Oh, what are you, a tiny child?
Sean!
Well...
Here we go.
Something I'll, by the way, do, guys, is I'm gonna link you Assassin's Creed Lineage, which is a short movie, a real people 30-minute short movie before Assassin's Creed 2 about Ezio's father that gives you the context of what's going on. I'm gonna link this under the VOD for you to watch because it's actually very well made and very important.
Insieme per la vittoria! Insieme! Insieme! Silenzio, my friends! Silenzio! Grazie. Do you know what brings us here tonight? Honor. Viere de Pazzi slanders my family's name and forces his own miseries upon us. If we...
Enough of your nonsense, Grullo!
Buonasera, Viera. We were just talking about you. I'm surprised to see you here. I thought the Pazzi hired others to do their dirty work.
It's your family that cries for guards when there's trouble, Gottardo. Afraid to handle things yourself?
Your sister seemed quite satisfied with the handling I gave her earlier.
Uccidetelo! Behind you. Wow, you're actually not as big an idiot as you look.
So we see the fight system is relatively similar, but we have now HP on the enemies. And we can kick them on the ground, which is always great. Come on, get up. We can kick them on the ground, literally. Ezio is probably the most realistic character development of any video game character I've ever seen, especially since we follow him from birth till death.
Behind you!
Federico! What are you doing here?
I wanted to see if baby brother had finally learned how to fight.
Oh. And?
You have style. But endurance is what counts. Let's see how many of them you can ruin before they get the best of you.
And you can see we have aggressive finishers now, means when we attack, not just when we counter. can now also like grab people and carry them around.
Fall back! Fall back!
Hold on.
What? We've almost won this.
Your lip.
Just a scratch.
Let the doctor decide.
It's not necessary. Besides, I've no money for this doctor of yours.
Wasted it on women and wine, huh?
I'd hardly call it wasted. Lend me some florins then. Or have you done the same?
Search them. There's bound to be something in their pockets.
Yes, we can now loot people. Give me your money, come on. Like, to be fair, we are like bad news, right? Like, this is not the honorable Altair in the end, but to be fair, Altair was an arrogant prick in the beginning. And I mean, it's realistic, right? The mission was called Boys Will Be Boys for an obvious reason. Even though I don't think anyone can defend, I don't know, looting people on the ground with Boys Will Be Boys. But that's okay. Character growth income, well, I mean, yeah, that's what these games
that
are.
Should be enough.
This dude
Let's
had
get out of here
160.
before the
Very
guards
good.
arrive.
Haha, this dude had 160. Give me more. See, and now we actually have to accept missions, and you see them like this. Hi, can I loot you too? Before the guards arrive. What do you mean? You mean I can get money? Federico Auditore. Let's see. Date of birth 1456. Student, noble. Ezio's older brother and the eldest Auditore. Federico entered the Medici bank as a clerk when he was 19. However, the bank logs indicate he mostly dicked around rather than actually working. One entry goes into detail. On September 17th, 1475, a bag of gold florins went missing. After panic struck the bank, the elder Auditore approached Francesco Sassetti and with a smile revealed the location of the bag, which had been hidden on the rooftop. If he weren't the son of Giovanni Auditore, I'd speak to Lorenzo de' Medici and have him put in the stocks. Unsurprisingly, Federico was removed from the bank's payroll shortly after his 20th birthday. So he's also probably not as noble as he gives himself, okay? But that's, like, let's be real. Realistic.
Hurry, Ezio. The sooner we're done with the doctor, the sooner we can sleep.
Let's go to the doctor. Now you'll learn about all of the new game mechanics. I mean, we already have seen some, which is looting and money. HP bars on the enemies. The music is so gorgeous in this game, I want to cry every time I listen to it. Oh, yeah, that was bad, but there's a doctor.
Ben trovato, Doctor.
Fratelli Auditore. Why am I not surprised? You've made quite a mess of yourself, young man.
It's nothing, really.
You must help him. That pretty face is his only asset.
Fottiti.
There we are. Now get out of here.
Instead, we're gonna read the databases. Rebecca 84. That doctor should be able to heal you if we pay him. Diagrams of the human body and the printing press influenced Renaissance medicine greatly, which had in turn been influenced by Arabic medicine during the Middle Ages. By the 15th century, science had already begun its slow climb towards becoming more relevant than spirituality in the field of healthcare. However, many people stubbornly clung to old ways, visiting local mystics instead of doctors. I mean, we still have them today, right? After the plague ravaged Europe in 1350, many doctors dressed in special plague gear to treat patients. To prevent contamination, they wore a cape coated in wax and a primitive gas mask in the shape of a beak.
Grazie.
This way. Quite a night.
Indeed. I only wish they were all as much fun. Oh, wait. They are.
We should head home, Ezio. Father's sure to be wondering where we've gone.
Yes. I'd rather avoid a lecture.
Up for a little race, then?
To where?
Roof of that church.
Okay, let's go. Sibling rivalry. Win the race against Federico.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Baby brother still has much to learn.
I think this song is called Venice Rooftops, and it's just so good.
Come on, Tartaruga. Come on then, this way.
Where are you going?
You'll see. It is a good life we lead, brother.
The best. May it never change.
And may it never change us. All right. Enough of that. We really should head home. Let's go.
Wait.
What? Ezio, let Christina sleep.
There will be time enough for that. Later.
Ah.
Honestly, that intro always gives you goosebumps. I love the music, the setting, everything. Pay a surprise visit to the beautiful Cristina Vespucci. Yes, if you guys were wondering, Vespucci? Okay, only the, well, history nerds might know that. Vespucci is a very important person, Amerigo Vespucci. You might know that name, because it sounds a bit like America, and yes, that's what America is named after Amerigo Vespucci. An explorer of that time. So yeah. And yes, we are still 16 years away from the discovery of America, okay? So... Spicy, to be fair, that's exactly what we're going after right now. 73 viewpoints, 73.
Keep looking! He couldn't have gotten far!
Yeah, a bit late, my friend. You missed the beginning. But still, like, you missed the first half an hour. You can rewatch that, I suppose. I do not like really how the map looks in the bottom right, but yeah, you can see we have a lot there.
Christina! Christina!
Who's there?
Me!
Oh, Ezio! I should have known.
May I come in?
Fine, but only for a minute.
A minute is all I need.
Indeed.
Well, wait. That's not wrong.
I was about to say, but it's all I need. That's nothing to brag about, Ezio. Oh no.
Come here.
Oh, Ezio.
Christina! Christina! Celia! Your tutor will be here soon. Come, my daughter. Is it really so terrible that... Figlio d'un cane! What is this?
Perdonate, messere! Chiedo venia!
I'll kill you!
No, that's not necessary.
Guards! Guards! Voglio la sua testa! Ora! Get him!
There's really no need for violence. You have me confused with someone else. She needed some help with some things. I'm mostly innocent.
So if we see that there's now a search radius that we have. But yeah, we can hide the same way. I'm doing good, Salty. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, this game is wonderful. And yes, he is a little shithead, to be fair. Races unlocked, all of them. Wink, wink. This diving in the. So this is what I meant. Like, doing those treasures is something I like to do in the beginning of the game. So this will probably at some parts be super boring for anyone watching. So that will be very skippable later. I'm gonna be someone who's gonna buy the treasure maps. Then I'm gonna collect all of the treasures. And that will all be stuff that you can ignore. And skip. Hi, Daddy. Giovanni de Auditore. Birth 1436. Profession banker, advisor, noble. Giovanni Auditore was one of the pivotal figures in the 15th century Florentine banking. In charge of overseeing the Medici bank branches across Italy, he kept the Medici machine running while Lorenzo was busy with the government. Extending his reach out into the international operation, it was Giovanni who first noticed the problems with the Lyon bank, causing him to alert Francesco Sassetti, which saved the branch. Such great talent was well rewarded by Il Magnifico. Giovanni developed a close friendship with Lorenzo de' Medici, becoming one of his closest advisors. Successful negotiations to secure the Pope's support of the Medici Bank in 1471 were carried out by Giovanni. Relieved and grateful, Lorenzo paid for Giovanni's palazzo as a gift. About this, by the way, as I said, watch Assassin's Creed Lineage, or if you are actually familiar with history from Italy in that time, is that the Medici brothers were actually targeted by assassins, and I don't mean like assassins like we have, but like by people trying to kill them. And the brother actually did get killed, and I think he got killed during mass in the church, which obviously, especially during that time, was one of the lowest things you could do. Like, you're leaving people alone when they're in a church. And I will link that at the bottom of the VOD, that video, that short movie. It gives you a bit more clarity about what this game is about or what happened before it. But yeah, let's continue.
Good morning, Father.
Come with me.
Is something wrong?
Do you think me blind and deaf, son? I know all about your fight with Vieri di Pazzi last night, and then this little visit to Cristina. Your behavior is unacceptable. It reminds me of myself when I was your age. I assume these misadventures won't interfere with your work today.
No, Padre. Avete la mia parola.
I've prepared some documents here for Lorenzo de' Medici to review. I need them delivered to him.
With haste, Father.
Return to me when it's done.
Paperwork. Deliver Giovanni's letters to Lorenzo de' Medici. As you can see, we can actually decline missions. I mean, this is a main mission, but we can decline missions, and there will be more side quests like this. And we are climbing way faster than in AC1, even though, let's be real, it's not that realistic anymore. I want to see anyone climbing like this. Ugh. We also have a weaponsmith there because we can choose our own weapons. That's all gonna be interesting. I think that's wonderful. I remember this building because it's always hard to get to this building because it has like some weird side. And this here, by the way, I can talk to this shop owner and you see repairs, armor, weapons, small weapons, and ammunition. Ammunition. There are the patsies, so that's a problem. So we're just gonna climb. There it is. there we can go.
Ah, Ezio, ben trovato. How are you? Come sempre. I have a letter for Messer Lorenzo.
I'll see that he receives it when he returns.
Returns?
They've gone to Villa Careggi, I'm afraid, and not expected back for at least another day.
I'll let my father know.
Do not forget, unless you've read the book, Salty, we don't know when Altair started. We don't even know Altair's age, so... I mean, he could have been a brat when he was 16. Oh, by the way, I see something there, and you know I gotta go for it. You know I gotta go for it. Oh, look at the Naruto run! Firenze. Florence, honestly, it looks so good. I mean, you might be like, oh yeah, it's an old game, it doesn't look that good, but honestly, look at that. I do love that. And we can actually finally swim. We don't die when falling into water, so that's good. Even though, of course, it's a bit weird that he knows how to jump down here and do a leap of faith, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Small details that do not concern us. Oh, by the way. They saw us. I say saw, they see us. Oh my god, this one dude actually will probably make an alarm. Can I get away from him? Run! Yeah, I can, okay. Because obviously the Patsies want to fight us. Little bitchers. Again, we have all, like, actual historical figures, which is wonderful. Oh,
Keep
treasure.
up the good work.
Bischero.
You worry too much, Giovanni. Francesco Di Pazzi's in prison. The threat is ended.
Okay, interesting, right?
Ah, hello, son. You remember my friend Uberto?
Good morning, Gonfaloniere Alberti.
To you as well, young man.
I trust you delivered the message.
Si, padre. But it seems Lorenzo is out of town.
I did not anticipate this.
What does it matter? So you wait another day or two.
Listen, your mother and sister have been looking for you. I'll need you again in a little while, but for now, see if you can't help them.
Are you sure?
Yes, now if you'll excuse us.
Good to see you, Ezio.
See, we have I said. We have mother and sister. 3 missions. You see that now? And we have a Korea mission we can do. Why not talk to the mom first? Maria Auditore. Maria Auditore, date of birth 1432. Professional writer, noble. I grow tired of these walls that surround me and I'm bored with safety. Now is the time to make a decision. I'll go out there and see what my life may truly be. Maria wrote those words when she was 16, a week before she met Giovanni Auditore. What? That is something. Is it just me, or was the father born in 1436? Which would turn him 12. I gotta check that out, but I think he was 12. Oh no. Born into the powerful banking family, the Mozzi, Maria is one of the most famous historical sources of the time period due to her multi-volume diary, which has been translated by several notable scholars and is on display in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence. Isn't that amazing? Sorry, I just am fascinated with the historical accuracy. With funding from her parents, Maria opened up a bakery in the courtyard of her family palazzo, which she transformed into an artistic gathering place. It was there that she met a man with such conviction I found myself rooted to the spot, unable to look anywhere else. That man was Giovanni Auditore. Maria and Giovanni were married in 1450. He was 14! Okay, I gotta look that up. I think he was born 1436, okay? So I'm gonna panic here a bit. Maria's diary entries continue for the next few decades, describing her patronage of several up-and-coming artists and her trials as a mother, at which point she abruptly abandons her writing, to the disappointment of historians everywhere. Well, why does she stop writing? We'll see, we'll see. So she was 8... Oh god, let's see. I actually want to see if we can go into the database. No, come on. Okay, you see that the menu is a bit weird to go through. Yep, oh my god, I was right. That is a bit painful, to be fair.
Buongiorno, Ezio.
Buongiorno a voi, madre. Come state?
Sto bene. And you? Still recovering from last night?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course not. Anyway, I have an errand to run. I'd like you to join me.
Con piacere.
Come, it's not far from here.
Yes, it would have been, because then she would have been, like, both would be at least adults. You know? Help Mario with her errand. I'll do so. But again, different times, right? You only live till 36. Well, not really. That's a myth, and a bad myth.
Per piacere.
The music on
Let's
it.
not play this game.
He spoke ill of us. I could not allow him to continue.
I'm sure he's having a hard time dealing with the accusations against his father. Francesco di Pazzi is many things, and none of them good. But even I never suspected he'd be capable of murder.
What will happen to him?
I imagine there will be a trial.
Will father speak at it?
He'll have to. He's the one with the evidence.
Still, I wish there was another way.
You've nothing to fear. Everyone wants justice done. It is an unfortunate state of affairs, but it will pass.
Even working shadows in this game, just saying. By the way, this game has one problem, which is you are always moving faster than the person you are escorting, which is terrible. Banks. Rebecca C84. It looks like the Templars are using the banking network to transport their money. Like they do nowadays, right? I bet you could snag some of that cash. With the advent of double-entry bookkeeping, which allowed bankers to keep track of their clients' deposits and withdrawals, and the proliferation of many different types of Italian currency into the pool of circulation, banks became an essential part of everyday Renaissance life. Banks technically couldn't make money on their own because the Catholic Church forbade the charging of interest, but in practice this restriction wasn't followed by bankers, or even by the Vatican, which participated in the banking system and required banks to pay the Pope gifts in proportion to the amount of money he had deposited with them. As long as it isn't called interest, God won't notice, right? Oh, I have comments on this and all of them are inappropriate. And probably punishable by law, so let's not. Bottega di Leonardo da Firenze. Bottega, right? Bottega, not Botteggia. Bottega di Leonardo da Firenze. Leonardo da Vinci opened his own studio after completing his apprenticeship to Verrocchio? Is it Verrocchio or Verrocchio? I don't know. One of the most successful Florentine artists of the day. Between 1476 and 1481, Leonardo probably continued to collaborate with Verrocchio, although no one is quite sure what he was working on. In 1481, he was given his first commission by the monks of San Donato a Scopeto to paint the Adoration of the Magi. In true Da Vinci style, he began the painting but never finished it. Troll.
Here we are. Hello, Leonardo.
Madonna Maria.
This is my son, Ezio.
Molto onorato.
L'onore è mio.
Let me go and fetch the paintings. I'll be right back.
Leonardo da Vinci.
He's
Fantastic
very
person.
talented.
Immagino.
Self-expression is vital to understanding and enjoying life. You should find an outlet.
I have plenty of outlets.
I meant besides vaginas.
Mother.
Back to your house then.
Si, si. Ezio, help Leonardo, will you?
What a fucking burn by your own mother. Oh my god. Wrong button. There. Come on.
So Ezio, what do you do?
He's been working for his father.
Ah, you're to be a banker.
For now. And you? Art, was it?
Let's go.
Truth be told, it's been difficult for me to settle. Painting is nice, but I often feel like my work lacks, I don't know, a purpose. Does that make sense? I'd rather contribute more practically, more directly. Architecture, perhaps, or anatomy. I'm not content merely to capture the world. I want to change it.
Oh, Leonardo. I have no doubt you'll go on to do great things.
Vi ringrazio, Madonna. That's kind of you.
Leonardo da Vinci, truly one of the greatest humans to ever be alive, honestly. I could fanboy about that, but no need.
Thank you for your help, son. Don't let me keep you from your other duties.
It was nice to meet you, Ezio. I hope our paths cross again.
Anch'io.
Very nice. Claudia Auditore. Date of birth 1461. Profession student noble. The third child of Giovanni and Maria Auditore and the first girl in the family, Claudia seems to have been a bit of a spoiled brat. So she's 15 here. It looks like her parents had to raise her dowry by 1,000 florins after she scared away all her potential suitors, oh lord. A report from her school indicates she once attacked another girl for looking at her boyfriend and knocked her out cold. On the plus side, she's Ezio's sister, so you should be safe. To be fair, relatable. How dare you stare at my partner? There's something else I wanted to look up. Okay.
Hey, Claudia. How are you?
Bene.
You shouldn't keep things from me.
It's Duccio.
What of him?
I think he's been unfaithful.
Who told you this?
The other girls. I thought they were my friends.
Harpies. You're better off without them.
I loved him.
No, Claudia. You only thought you did.
He should suffer for what he's done.
Wait here. I'll go have a word with him.
Relatable. If you're unfaithful, you should get punched in the fucking face. I do believe that. I do believe more, but let's not talk about that. Yeah, Desmond is related to all of them, which, by the way, means that Altair, unless the bloodlines converge somewhere else, should be a relative to Ezio, right? Well, to be fair, not necessarily, but we'll see where this will lead, right? Let's see. This is a wonderful place. I heard Enki. Yes, that is my name, indeed. When do we start with the memes? Don't! Santa Maria del Fiore. When we get to the parts, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna throw them in there. You know exactly what we're going for. Santa Maria del Fiore. One of Italy's largest churches and the largest landmark in Florence, Santa Maria del Fiore is considered by many to be the first masterpiece of Renaissance architecture. Although the church was designed by Arnolfo di Cambio in 1296, the dome was not started until the beginning of the 15th century. With Cambio long dead, none of the architects at the time had any idea how to construct such an enormous structure, since the use of buttresses was forbidden in Florence and mortar took several days to set. But all was not lost. In an amazing comeback story, Filippo Brunelleschi, an architect who had been defeated in an earlier bid to design the baptistry doors, won the competition to build the dome. He beat out Lorenzo Ghiberti, the same artist he had lost to before. Brunelleschi invented machines to hoist the bricks needed for the dome up to the workers and was able to construct the entire dome without using centering, a support structure to hold the dome in place while bricks were laid. Containing over 4 million bricks, the dome was completed in 1436. The lantern was added after Brunelleschi's death in 1446 and supposedly contains holy relics. However, there were several rumors that, in fact, an entire tomb of unknown origin is located inside. Dum dum dum. That's gonna be important. But in general, I can fangirl about architecture like this forever, and I desperately wanna visit Florence for it. But yeah, like, if I get to choose like one thing that I could do, it would visit all kind of ancient and old sites, because, well, we wouldn't call this an ancient site, but like older sites, and just have full go at whatever I want to do. And by that I don't mean I want to spray paint the walls. I mean I want to explore. I want to explore stuff like this. Would be my greatest dream in life, really. And yeah, despite me wanting to go to the spot up there, we're not gonna do it yet. Giotto's Campanile. Fun fact about Giotto, I just ate some. Begun by Giotto di Bondone, the famous architect and painter in 1334, this famous Gothic bell tower was incomplete when Giotto died. Andrea Pisano took over, and then in 1348 was felled by the Black Death. In 1359, the tower was completed by Francesco Talenti, who deviated from Giotto's plan in his design of the upper 3 floors. He enlarged each floor to match the previous according to perspective, so when seen from below, all 3 floors seem to be exactly the same size. That is amazing. I love perspective play. That's why at some point we're gonna play Viewfinder, an amazing game. The tower is clad with white marble from Carrara, red marble from Siena, and green marble from Prato. It takes exactly 414 steps to reach the top, perhaps predicting Charles Messier's discovery of the Whirlpool galaxy exactly 414 years later. Or perhaps not. I find that stuff just so incredibly interesting. Like, I can get lost in worlds like this. That's why I have to control myself not to play for 12 hours, okay? Oh, look at him. There he is.
Duccio! It's beautiful!
Nothing but the best for you, amore mio.
But what of Claudia? I thought you'd been promised to her.
The father said I could do much better than an Auditore.
Ah! Birbante! Come, let us walk a bit.
He's so ugly.
I had something else in mind.
Oh, Duccio.
Hey, lurido porco!
Ezio, my friend. Ah! Ma che ti piglia?
You insult my sister, parading around with this puttana.
What are you talking about?
I saw the gift you gave her. Or the things you said.
Maybe your sister shouldn't be so stingy with her virtue.
You broke her heart.
Ha! And now I'm going to break your face.
He is...
You Auditore all talk big.
He's behaving like this. He's doing that to her because she doesn't want to bang him. Like,
I could have taught
way
your
too realistic
sister
to
a great
nowadays.
many things. She's lucky to have had someone like me.
Bastardo!
The fact that I know people who are like Duccio is bad. But yeah, let's beat him up properly. Hashtag karma.
Basta, mi arrendo.
Yeah,
Stay
how
away
does it
from
feel
my sister!
to have a head in the wall? can literally not move.
The fear got back into them.
Beat up episodes are now available. Isn't she? She's 15. Yes, he is mad that at 15 she doesn't wanna get, well, get strung up by him. Especially when they're being promised to each other. Like at this point, come on. Like, yeah. Some people, right? So, since there's only like 2 people in chat, you get to choose. Do I go for all of the viewpoints now, so we don't have to do them later? Or do I do them on the go, but then I cannot at all separate the VOD? I can't do anything about the VOD then. Because then the VOD will not have certain chapters like getting the viewpoints done, getting the treasures done and stuff. We can either go through the treasures and viewpoints now, and then we have like half an hour, 40 minutes of going through them, but we don't have to do them later. Okay. Do them now? Alrighty. That's what we're gonna do. I gotta get myself a snack here. Mauamkracher is what those are called. And then we can go. Let's go. Let's go. Mau! I can't even do that sound that you always make. Oh, there's a treasure. Did you see it? The question is, how do we get to that? Like, do we get there from the top? Or is there a window open? Looks like from the top, right? Okay. Let's go up. Some points we'll not be able to reach now. We will learn later how to jump while climbing. And then it will then we'll be able to reach stuff. Okay, let's go in here. Okay, yeah. Oh, multiple turrets. You don't... Ezio, you don't need to hang there. It's gonna hurt a bit? No, it actually doesn't hurt. Okay, that's good. Is this game the original or the remastered version? It's the original. I don't have any remastered versions except for AC3. And AC3 we're gonna play the remastered version simply because of the graphics. Is there a remastered version of AC2? I didn't know about that. I only know AC3 has a graphically remastered version, and that's the one we're gonna play. But yeah. The music is wonderful. Jesper Kid, you're a fucking legend. Jesper Kid and Lauren Balfe. Just look in here, okay. Look at this, it's so gorgeous. I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom real fast. Okay, back. Hello. I'm gonna sneeze. It was molto cazzo. How was it molto cazzo? Tell me what was going on there. Honestly, moving across the map here is, by the way, quite problematic. It's quite annoying because you don't pull it anymore. We're looking for someone with maps. That's important to us.
Come, don't be shy.
Here's a fast travel point, by the way.
This week I'm almost giving my labor away.
I can tell you, I got my AC games in 2011. Well, the second ones, like not AC1. AC1 I got before, but I got that for my confirmation at church. Again, we can talk about the invisible walls, even though obviously they're visible. And that makes sense. Like, it's a district that Ezio didn't go to back in the day, so it would not make any sense. I love in-world explanations for barriers, basically. Reminds me of Helldivers 2, where when you have a game-breaking bug, they just explain it with automaton spies hacking something or whatever, which is amazing. Stay immersed in the world, you know? Like, this barrier immerses me in the world, because Ezio would not frequent that area. There's no point going there. I like that. Especially because it reminds people that this game is not about assassins, but about something else. Let's go here. No. We can't do any of that yet.
I understand.
Looks like we can also not get treasure maps yet. That doesn't matter, we're still gonna do the viewpoints.
Has he lost his mind?
Viewpoints are always good to get out of the way. It was a good game we played. It was a good lively, brother. The best. They'd never change. They'd never change us. Art merchant. Never mind, we're going to the art merchant.
A great metal work here. Has anyone seen my assistant? What's he doing?
The art merchant should have the map. And I hope I have enough money for that.
How terribly unfashionable.
Come, amici.
Hi. Hi. I'm saying that to hide. Yeah, I see you, little boy. That's my little brother.
Where? Hey.
I have to get away. No, that's gonna be alarm. Oh, fuck me. Come up and let me beat you up. Yeah, come here, let me beat you up.
Merda, he's getting away! I see him! Let's go!
Well, I'm gonna rob you now. Maybe I will need more money, so you can give it to me. Treasure maps, haha! Let's go! Yeah. Okay, now, as I said, I gotta do that. Like, it's okay, like, if you have anything else to do, if you want to cook, if you want to shower, if there's anything, do it now. In the VOD, you can easily skip this part. We're gonna do all viewpoints and all treasures. At least in this district, in San Giovanni. It's gonna help us a lot to get all of the money out of the way, basically, all of the money earning opportunities done. That's gonna help a lot. And yeah, we're gonna do all of the other side quests as well. Once we're done with those, we're gonna continue the main stuff. As I said, if you're not interested, you literally have time to do whatever you want to do now. Because I think I'll be occupied with side quest stuff for at least half an hour. And there's barely anyone here anyway. I think it's just salty and spicy. So you two know that if you want to do something, you can just do it now. Can I already? No, I can't. Oh my god, I'm bugged. No, I'm bugged! Okay. Ezio, du verdammter Vollidiot! See, and that's the whole thing. You remember how back in the other game we would just recover HP? That's not gonna happen anymore. Like, there are certain levels to which you can recover synchronization points, but to do it now we have to take medicine. And we can go to a doctor and buy medicine and stuff. We can later craft it ourselves. See, that's all wonderful, I think. All great, great additions. I'm just playing BG3 now while you do all of this. Yeah, it makes absolute sense. As I said, like, there's nothing important right now happening. That was only in 2, right? What was only in 2, right? What did I miss? What are you referring to? Like, you must remember that chat is delayed because my stream is delayed. So I might have said something and I don't even know what you're referring to. So saying this or that, medicine creating, yes. AC1 didn't have that. AC2, oh my god! Yeah, I just attacked these guys. Run. Okay. Well, AC2, well, everything after AC2 has that, basically. I know that Brotherhood and all of that stuff also has it. Basically, what happens in AC is that it will continue to build on top of what the prior games had. Even though there will be some games that will just completely throw that out of the window, and those are the games we call the bad games. So yeah. Something, by the way, that I'm very interested in, I actually never looked up. When you are in the Animus, especially when you get an Animus sequence, an Animus like synchronization sequence or a target, you have a certain chemical structure shown there. Like you see the the different atoms and how they're all connected into a molecule. I would love to know what molecule that is supposed to be. Or not supposed to be, but that it is. I would love to know that.
Hold on.
Piss off, guys. I'll just beat you up again. I hear the treasure. It has to be on the other side there. The question is, how do I get there, right?
Lovely tight dress.
Oh, that's a bank. I'm breaking into a bank right now. I'm not even joking. That's a bank. We're breaking into a bank. So we're gonna get the treasures and the viewpoints out of the way, then we get the side missions out of the way, then we do the story. So as I said, if there's anything you like to do it now. You can also just ask me questions and I babble. Oh, Taylor's Access Database. As I said, I'm gonna read it all. I'll now write home. See, I don't even know where you are, but I do appreciate that you're still here, so yeah. Rebecca C84. I bet you can buy larger bags to carry your equipment from a tailor. Maybe they can even change your outfit too. Among Renaissance merchants, tailors belonged to the new middle class and were paid well for clothing the rich in the latest fashions. Many were able to get close to their wealthy clients due to the intimacy of their job and create lasting ties. I mean, just thinking of something like, what is it called? The Gentleman or Kingsman, all of that, you know, like everyone has like a very intimate relationship with their tailor there. Oh my god, I fired that. I'm on a bench in an unknown village 50 kilometers. Who knows? Like, I know that you're riding your bike a lot, so that would have actually been in character. At your parents watching me. Honestly, kind of a Giga Chat move. Everyone knows watching me is a Giga Chat move. You know, like in 10 years when I have my 50 million followers, then everyone will be like, wow, that's Salty Pants, dude. Like, in the early days of Enki, was at his parents and he decided, you know what, I'm gonna watch Enki. That's better than talking to my parents. That's great. And everyone will be like, wow, that's cool. Double treasure, I would assume that's gonna be a banking building again, but we'll see. That would have checked out. It would have checked out, exactly, that's what I mean. Like, it's not like this is unheard of when it comes to, and this is gonna be a bad jump, and that just hurt me. Oh, it's not a banking building, it's just at the pier. Very good. See, I know this is boring to look at. I 1,000,000% agree it is boring to look at, okay? But doing this stuff, for me, feels so accomplishing. Little explanation, okay? I am a gigantic fan. Oh, I don't have medicine. Hi, can you fix me? I am a gigantic fan of getting... I would like to buy stuff. I'm a gigantic fan of...
You should feel better now. Take care.
100%ing stuff. So getting all of the treasures and having, at first, in the beginning, a big cluttered map filled with everything that slowly becomes not only better visible, but also less cluttered is so wonderful to me. And I just immerse in the world when I do this. Palazzo della Signoria. Arnolfo di Cambio designed the Palazzo della Signoria, also known as the Palazzo Vecchio, or Vecchio, damn it, I think it's Vecchio, in 1299 for the rulers of Florence, the Signoria. The Signoria was made up of 9 members, or priori, selected by the city's guilds, 2 from each district, and the Gonfaloniere of Justice. We know the Gonfaloniere. That is Uberto. Uberto Alberti, the man who was with our father. Priori reminds me of the Knights Templar, by the way. I'm not even joking. That's not me being like, oh, Templar! No. But they were also called the Priore, I think. So that's quite interesting. Members were supposed to be chosen by lot, but once the Medici family took power, only their friends seemed to end up in the drawing. Government by the people, right? Oh, well, let's be real, that's modern government as well. Do you really believe your voice counts? Interesting fact, the tower in front is off-center. Because it was incorporated into the palazzo from an earlier structure, it contains 2 small cells, one of which was used to imprison Cosimo de' Medici. So, it being off-center actually hurts me, but that is actually quite cool, that they used the tower that was there before and just incorporated in there. We actually have to get on there differently. Someone get me an inside bike. I want a bike so bad, but biking outside feels yucky unless it's in pure nature. Yeah, and since well, I think you're in a city, as far as I know. It's quite shitty, right? Like, I mean, here's the same. I'm in Berlin, and it's quite problematic. That is actually an armed guard. We haven't had trouble with armed guards, so we don't search for trouble with armed guards. I mean, for Salty, it makes sense. He's, like, quite deep in nature. So, oh, Fleur de Lis. Would you look at that? Is there treasure here? No, but this is... Ah, that's wonderful. I wish I could do that stuff. Treasures! Thieves, okay. Rebecca, C84. I bet those thieves can work with you to distract the guards, and if you start a brawl, they'll probably fight with you. Just go talk to them. They'll tell you their price. Renaissance thieves were usually wanderers who could vanish at the first sign of trouble, making it hard for guards to track them. Black market business in Renaissance Italy was booming. Muggings in the major cities were fairly common, as were murders. Often strollers were attacked in the dead of night, killed, robbed, and then rolled into the nearest river or canal. Even if a thief merely stole rather than killed, the penalties of court were often unduly harsh. Torture was common. Thieves were put in stocks and sometimes even publicly executed. In order to avoid punishment, thieves often created bonds of trust amongst each other. Each was supposed to tell the rest his dirty secret, which meant that each thief potentially held his comrades' lives in his hands.
Get him!
Hi, I wanted to get into the bank, I'm sorry. Okay, now I'm actually beating up soldiers, which is not good. Just to steal money. But who cares? Me literally robbing a bank. I'm a good person. Honestly, that stuff looks so gorgeous. 4 million stones were just used for the dome up there, so that's already like, oh my god, amazing. I wanna cry, it's so great. I know, you might be like, wow, he's fangirling a lot, but yeah, absolutely, I am, trust me, I'm just very much into that stuff. Very much into these games, and I'm just truly amazed. Like, I don't know, like, I sometimes think we've lost something as society, you know? I mean, I don't think that I know that, but still. We've lost something that we had a long time ago. So the question is the treasure up there? Or is it down somewhere else? So remember, we are supposed, like, there is also a tomb in here, or at least there is the story of a tomb being there. And there's the treasure. The treasures. Oh my god! Oh my god, that was so close. So close, good lord. I saw that. I don't want to jump. I don't see birds here, and birds are obviously, as you know, the indicator of you can jump. But I don't trust it, so I don't want to jump, you know? Oh, there! Not birds, but straw and hay. I think this is where I can jump. Let's try, right? If I can't, then you can laugh and clip it. Never mind, I can. Yes, it's me. Do you want to follow me? You sure? If I was you, I wouldn't. It's so funny that the game, like, at this point feels so peaceful, because if we know one thing, Renaissance Italy was, like, war-torn as hell. Always makes your tummy flip. Don't you look at that. A little like, ooh. Hutsies. I'm breaking into the next bank. Haha! Money! Give me your money. Very good. I think I remember, like, obviously you have already watched me play through all of these spicy. I remember you would say that jumping down makes your feet hurt. Like, watching me jump down makes your feet hurt. Especially in AC Origins, because you have, like, the blood splatter then. And that you'd always feel like pain just from watching the jumps. Which I find hilarious, but obviously understand. Why would I jump down there? By the way, there are walls like this in Berlin, and every time I see them, I'm like, can I jump there? Like, can I do that? I want to do that. Obviously I can't, but it would be so hilarious, you know. The stupid blood, I hate it. That's what I thought. It makes me feet do a tingly thing like I'm standing up somewhere high and look down. Yeah, I do understand. So, we're gonna do the race there. Let's get everything done. Oh my god, I bucked myself there. That looked not healthy. Did he just say something about the swagger? Check real fast. A codex page. Uh-huh. Do we even know what a codex page is yet? No, probably not, but we can go. Loggia dei Lanzi. Built between 1376 and 1382 by Benci da Cione and Simone di Francesco Talenti, the Loggia dei Lanzi was created to provide a covering for the swearing in of the members of the Signoria, the rulers of Florence. In the 16th century, the Medici had a private balcony constructed on top, making it clear to the city of Florence who was really in charge. Hi guys, I gotta beat you up because
I'm beginning to think your face would look better.
Eccolo!
Yeah, do you?
Remember your training! Take this man very, very seriously!
Oh, this dude dodged. He did.
Careful, boys, he's no novice! We work together!
Maki, welcome back. Oh, he dodged. Very good. Wow, he's actually good. This dude keeps dodging. Me too, Maki, me too. I mean, this is my 4th or 5th playthrough, so... Stupido! Codex page. Codex page acquired. We don't even know what that means yet, okay, guys? I know. So, race. Maki, we're currently doing the side stuff because I asked the few viewers we have what they want to do, if they want to get it out of the way, and they said yes. So that's what we're doing right now. He sadly missed Ezio getting roasted by his mom for being a little whore.
Not the bash for time, is it?
I can outrun anyone in this distretto. I hear you're the best. Prove it.
Sure. Wanna go then? Florentine sprint. Maki, you didn't just make this joke, did you? You did not just make this joke. GG Ezio. Oh god. It sounds so dramatic, yet that was just a halfway marker, the music for the halfway marker. It's crazy how it just makes you feel so like, haha, you're fucking it up, yet you're doing so well. Oh, there.
I have reason to
effort in finding new suppliers has paid off. Down with you!
Well, let's across the whole city.
About your own affairs. Shame on you!
I've seen, like...
Please stop. I have a slight fear of death.
I've got a slight fear of... Yes, bye. What a guy. Spice is trying to take every joke at face value. I think he tries to make the worst jokes possible. I mean, I can probably kind of relate to that because I also very often make horrendous jokes. I mean, literally, like during Flo's stream, and he was saying, what is it called? I'm holding out for a hero, and I said I'm holding out for a he-Flo. I mean, that thing is also like hardcore cringe if I did that.
Get this to its destination fast. Really fast. I'll pay you well.
Casanova. Deliver these 2 letters to guard the recipients. Casanova, I see. From Raphael, let's see. From Raphael. Let's read them. My dearest, how can I live without you? I cannot work. I simply idle away, dreaming of your face. The fact that your father has locked you away behind cold walls sickens me. You're a budding young woman. You should have the privilege to feel my sweet kisses like a gentle wind caressing your soft petals. Yet finally it is Friday when he goes off to market. Oh, happy day and still happier night. Come when the sky rains with sparkling stars. Come find me and jump into my arms. At dusk I will be waiting at our special spot. Yours forever, Raphael. Okay, bro.
Oh, grazie. Alberti.
I hope we get to read the other letter as well, which will probably be something similar. Little douchebag. Dude, that game, I love this. Yes. I love everything about this game. And yes, of course it has its flaws, like every single game. And it's not a perfect game, but it is the foundation for something truly magnificent, and it's, I don't know, I just love it.
To all ragazzi of Suti Volée, the city guard is recruiting volunteers for the road patrols and city reserve.
Grazie.
I want to see, is there the other letter as well? I need to know. I need to know if we can read both letters, okay? No, we can't! No! Let's see, documents, letters.
Al magnifico Lorenzo di Medici, mio protettore e amico. I have done as requested and completed my investigation into the Milano incident. I can confirm for you that it extends far beyond dissatisfaction with Duca Galeazzo Sforza's rule. It is my belief that other parties, desirous of far greater gains, manipulated events in such a way as to achieve their goals without being revealed themselves. Lampugnani, Olgiati, and Visconti are guilty of the crime, to be sure. And they have met fitting ends for their betrayal. But several other noble families are implicated as well, our own Francesco de' Pazzi among them. Their cause and motive is not yet clear to me, but initial findings indicate a plan, the scope of which is sure to disturb you. Best we continue this conversation in person, as I am hesitant to put my suspicion to paper. Reply with a place and time, and I will meet you there. I have also ordered Francesco be held by the Gonfaloniere until we can clear up this matter. Yours in confidence, Giovanni.
There's the letter we're supposed to deliver. The stuff he talks about there is the assassination of Lorenzo de' Medici's brother and the attempt on Lorenzo's life himself. Raphael too. My beloved, how can I live without you? I cannot work, I simply idle away. It's the exact same fucking letter, you piece of shite. Raphael 1. My dearest, and the other one is my beloved. He is such a douche. Yeah.
Is he an entertainer of some kind?
Beat up event. Redfield, more headbutts incoming?
Don't be shy. I only aim to heal.
That faithless husband of mine is cheating. I know it, as do all the neighbors. Please teach him a lesson for me.
Gladly. If that could be an actual job in real life, I'd do it. A woman's gonna beat up the cheating husband. Oh, I already went to the art traders. Yeah, it's, the detail in this game and the love that went into it is so crazy. Especially, like, the difference is so insane, yeah? People who have played other Assassin's Creeds first before AC2 and stuff are like, oh, but there's so little in AC2, or like, what are you supposed to do? Then you compare AC1, which in my opinion is a flawed but great game, and then you come with AC2, and it just delivers like 10 times as many things. You suddenly have money, art traders, you can choose whatever you want to do. It's like... I can just fangirl day and night. There he is. You actually have to hold E now and not just tap it. And you also rarely ever go into first person. Hey bro.
Well now.
Sweet Jesus, save me!
And in the nuts.
Donato! She wins! I give up! That bitch! I mean, wonderful wife of mine! I'll go home!
What the fuck? Don't marry if you want to cheat. Simple as that. Or get a divorce. But don't cheat when you're in a relationship. Don't do that. It's... You're one of the lowest beings with that. Don't do it. It's disgusting.
Where is he from? I don't like the look of that one. Where?
Hey,
that's also what I said.
What are you doing out here, Petruccio? You should be in bed.
I want those feathers.
What for?
It's a secret.
If I get them for you, will you go back inside?
Yes, I promise.
Petruccio looks a bit special, but yeah, this is again one of the main missions, so we continue with main stuff now. Obtain eagle feathers for Petruccio before he gets in trouble for sneaking out of bed. Petruccio Auditore, date of birth 1463, so he's 13 years old. Profession student, noble. The youngest of the Auditore children, Petruccio was described as having a weak constitution by Giovanni Auditore in a letter to Lorenzo de' Medici soon after the boy's birth. Apparently he didn't improve with time. Petruccio was pulled from school due to illness when he was 12, and according to records from the family doctor, was confined to bed. No other data exists after that, so it's probable that he eventually succumbed to his illness. Oh, kinda sad, right? I love the music so much. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Here, as promised.
Grazie, brother.
You still haven't told me why you want these.
I will. In time.
A little creepy there, but that's okay. Feathers can be collected throughout the world. That's also something we're gonna do. We're gonna get all feathers, but yeah. At some point.
Ezio, come in, son. I need these packages delivered to associates of mine in the city. I also need you to retrieve a message for me from a pigeon coop not too far from here.
Va bene. I'll get it done.
Come back here when you're finished. There are some things we need to discuss. And please, my son, stay out of trouble. Hmm?
Okay, deliver 2 letters and retrieve a 3rd from the pigeon coop for Giovanni. Then return to him. Okay. That's, by the way, also interesting. Pigeon coops are where we can later get side missions. Okay, let's go, my friends. See, I gotta say something about Ezio. No matter how disrespectful he can be and how uncontrollable, I do believe that his actions towards his father are just full of respect and admiration. So that's how it should be. Giovanni has sealed this letter. It would be wrong to open it. Fully true. What else do we have? Probably the same with the other letters, right? Let's see. The feathers were the biggest pain. Yep. Yep. Even though something about here, by the way, the truth. What is the truth? The truth is something we're gonna do in the future. The truth is the most important thing about this game. By far. And we're gonna get there.
Al magnifico Lorenzo di Me.
Second letter is sealed. 3rd letter is sealed. Okay. The most painful thing in all Assassin's Creed games is not even the escort missions or the spy missions, which, for example, is where I consider AC4 Black Flag to be bad, because I fucking hate it. But something that's gonna be quite painful is anything that includes feather hunting, letter hunting, and all of the stuff that's floating away and flying away through the world, where you have to chase it, and if you don't catch up, you have to restart, and you're getting blocked by civilians and all of the fucking things, and it's absolutely atrocious.
You Giovanni's kid?
No, idiota. He just happens to look exactly like the man.
Give it here. Don't worry, boy. We're not contagious. Least I'm not.
The jokes in this game are... You'll never see that again, like in video games. Because all of the video games are now... No matter when they are playing, they gotta be, like, politically correct. And hardcore politically correct. And you will never have talks like this again, like in video games. Oh yeah, we have like the worst slaughter that's happening in the game, but don't you dare to say an evil word to a person, like basically... Oh, there's a feather. 100 feathers, that's gonna be painful. But for example, best example would be World of Warcraft. There is an exchange between Garrosh Hellscream and Sylvanas Windrunner. Sylvanas Windrunner doing everything possible to
over here.
Be bad. Okay, I'll explain to you in a moment. Just to understand, basically what she's doing after becoming a banshee, she's killing people and raising them as undead after they just defeated all of the undead. And Garrosh is against it, no matter how bad Garrosh is. But Garrosh is against that, against raising people, like eradicating villages and raising them as undead. And he calls her bitch because she's a fucking bitch. And they censored that out because those evil words shouldn't be in a video game. Sorry, she is genociding multiple civilizations throughout multiple chapters of the game, and calling her a bitch is out of line, not the millions upon millions of people she is murdering? Like, are we real? Are we for real now? This is the standards that we're holding people to. Oh lord. But yeah, let's continue.
I have a delivery from...
Giovanni Auditore?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No. Why would I be followed?
Give me the package. Tell your father that they're moving tonight. He should as well.
Who's moving? What's going on here? Wait! Come back! Explain yourself!
So something's going on behind the scenes. And it's hard for us to know, well, especially if you haven't seen Assassin's Creed Lineage, that his father is obviously an assassin. And something's going on, and he's talking to thieves, to burglars, to courtesans, aka prostitutes. Oh, right, the coop, right there. No! No! Sorry, am I bugged now? It looks like it. Yep. Okay. No, that's not what I was going to do. Special delivery. Okay, we got this done. Chests contain money. By the way, something I will probably do off stream is collect the feathers. I will not have you go through that at all. It's not even worth to be a skippable part in a VOD. Not even worth to do that. Because you don't really get anything out of collecting the feathers. You get, I think, a cape. And nah. I don't think it's worth it. Let's go into our palazzo. Let's go. Let's go. Molto bene.
Father? Federico!
Oh, I didn't react in time.
Ezio! I'm sorry, I'm so sorry!
What happened? Where is everyone?
They took your father and brothers to the Palazzo della Signoria, to prison.
And my mother, my sister.
Ezio.
Claudia. Are you all right?
Yes, but Mother... She's in shock. When she resisted...
It's not safe here. Is there some place you can take them?
Yes, to my sisters.
Good, do that. In the meantime, I'll go see my father.
Be careful, Mr. Ezio. The guards were looking for you as well.
The implications of what they did to mother and sister are fucking gruesome. It's... Again, I can rant about that, but let's not get political. Reach Giovanni's cell at the top of the Palazzo della Signoria and find out why he has been imprisoned. Being notorious means guards are suspicious of you and will react to your presence. We're not notorious yet, but we can reach notoriety very fast. Let's go. We learned about the Palazzo earlier in the database.
got this carriage by Vito the Butcher's. Please move it before the evening procession.
Why are you up here?
Why are you running?
Get there!
What are you talking? What the fuck? Piss off! Weirdo!
There! On him!
Piss off! Really? I didn't do anything.
I see him! There! A bit faster! Can't see him! You shouldn't be up here!
He did not see me jump in here, I promise. Takes a bit longer to lose people in this game, but that's okay because we would like to have it a bit more realistic, right?
Ezio. Father, what's happened?
Took a bit of a beating, but I'm all right. What of your mother and sister?
Safe now.
Aneta took them.
Yes. Wait. You knew this would happen?
Not the way it did, and not this soon. Doesn't matter now.
What do you mean? Explain!
There's no time. Listen closely. Return to the house. In my office is a hidden door. Use your talent to find it. Beyond lies a chest. Take everything you find inside. Much of it may seem strange to you, but all of it is important. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Among the contents is a letter, and with it some documents. I need you to take these documents to Mr. Uberto. He was with me in the office this morning.
The Gonfaloniere, I remember. Now please, tell me what's happening. Are the Pazzi behind this? There was a note for you at the pigeon. It said, "Go, Ezio. Go now."
Let's go. Seems like a conspiracy, doesn't it? And you'd be right to assume that. Because of course it is one. I mean, we need to kick off the story of this game in some way, right?
Warns members to avoid the Bentivolios of Bologna.
It can't feel nice and cozy all the time. By the way, you need to tell me something, because I noticed in the last VOD of AC1 that I was a bit too loud because I had the microphone directly next to my mouth. And I mean, it's clear to hear me, but is this better or is this better? Which one's better? I mean, this one's louder, but as soon as I start to talk louder or do anything, it will get problematic. Do you see that? We have possession of the fucking shadows because the moon is actually wandering. The detail. Oh my god, I love this game. Enki ASMR. My microphone has an ASMR function. I already said, like, at 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna make an ASMR stream just for you guys.
Father said there was a door here.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it sounds fine. It sounds clear exactly, but there's the door. And there's the chest.
To bring this to Messer Uberto.
Letter 4 is sealed as well, and we have our cloak, and we even have a sword. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that. I completely made this
Auditore!
costume myself.
Hey, what's with the swords? Aren't you supposed to arrest me?
No,
What do you want then?
For you to die!
I tailored this whole thing myself. There are pictures of it, and no, you'll never see it. And I was like 14 when I did this, so yeah, exactly. Like basically after playing this game. After I played this game, I immediately tailored this myself.
Attenzione!
I find this part quite interesting, by the way, that Ezio, without hesitation, without any fighting knowledge, actually does fight and just kills these two guards, which can be seen as like a bit of a weird mistake because he shouldn't be able to do that, but who knows? We don't know if he had any training, so yeah.
Kevin, where do you think you're going?
I just wanted a quiet day.
Just leave me alone.
Ezio Auditore? What are you doing here at this hour?
I don't...
Wait, child. Take a breath. Collect your thoughts.
My father and brothers have been imprisoned. I was told to bring you this.
Ah. I see now. It's a misunderstanding, Ezio. I'll clear everything up.
How?
The documents you've given me contain evidence of a conspiracy against your family and against the city. I'll present these papers at their hearing in the morning, and they'll be released.
Thank you, Signore.
Of course, my child. Do you need a place to stay? You're more than welcome here.
No, grazie. I'll meet you at the piazza.
Don't worry, Ezio. Everything is going to be fine.
Because we have the money, I can actually already buy armor, and that's what I'm doing.
Hey, haven't I seen...
He's here! Hey! Basta! Basta!
Yes, I can actually draw the blade and actually kill them with the blade as well. Exactly, piss off. We can also change the color of our clothing, but we're gonna stay like this until we get nice colors. I can just show them to you, but I'll show them to you. But at least for the beginning, I want to keep these colors. And despite them being gray, they are called Assassin's White.
Come, friend, see the difference quality makes.
Dye clothing. So we can have Florentine Mahogany, Florentine Scarlet, Florentine Crimson, and Assassin's White. Take them all in. Choose your favorite. I think Mahogany is pretty cool. But yeah, now I'm buying a knife belt upgrade, which is funny because we don't have knives yet. But that doesn't matter.
Bene, bene. See you next time.
Let's go, my friends, to the piazza.
As a consequence of the flooding further up the Arno, a small tax...
Last man standing. Attend the acquittal of Petruccio, Giovanni, and Federico.
shall be imposed for defense. All battles sailing into the main staging docks of the city shall be called base no point.
And, well, there they are.
Giovanni Auditore, you and your accomplices stand accused of the crime of treason. Have you any evidence to counter this charge?
Yes, the documents that were delivered to you last night.
I'm afraid I know nothing of these documents.
He's lying!
Need to get closer.
In the absence of any compelling evidence to the contrary, I am bound to pronounce you guilty. You and your collaborators are hereby sentenced to death.
You are the traitor, Uberto, and one of them. You may take our lives this day, but we will have yours in return, I swear! We will!
Father! There! Grab the boy! He's one of them!
I'll kill you for what you've done!
Guards! Arrest him!
Abattetelo.
Better run, boy.
Fast.
Get the bastard! Stop! Ora!
I've got a little request for you. I've identified several strange markings that I've discovered right across Renaissance Italy. Now, I don't know what they're doing there, but I want you to help me find out. Rebecca has marked their general location in the database with an eye icon, and she's made them glow as well. Keep an eye out.
Sir Ezio, thank God. I've been looking everywhere for you.
I couldn't stop them, Annetta. I tried, I swear. But there were so many guards.
Please, come with me. We need to get you off the streets.
What of my mother and sister?
They're safe. I'll bring you to them.
No. It's too dangerous for us to travel together. Tell me where to go and I'll meet you there.
My sister's house. Just north of the Duomo.
I'm on my way.
Are welcome here.
Something about that, by the way, the stuff that Sean just said is the most important thing. Like, I told you the truth, that part is part of the truth, and that's the most important stuff about this game. The stuff that is relevant for the rest of all of the other games. It might be the most important part of the whole game series. So we're gonna treat that with the necessary respect and attention. Annetta, date of birth 1457. Profession servant. The Auditore family's live-in servant. Live-in or live-in? Live-in. Oh, what am I stupid? I'm stupid. Live-in servant. Annetta had one of the few respectable jobs allowed lower-class Renaissance women. Rich families seldom had more than one or two servants. Most were young, sometimes children. Many hoped their masters would help raise their standing, but usually turnover was rapid. Ultimately, very little is known about Annetta's life. She passed on without making a mark on history. That's sad, because she's a nice help. San Marco treasure.
Grazie, and come again, sir.
We can enter San Marco now, as you can tell. But don't worry, you're obviously interested in what's going on now. So we're gonna continue a bit with this story. And then I'm gonna do the treasures. I fully understand that you want to know what's going on, what has been going on, and due to that, we're not gonna just stop for side quest stuff. That's for another time. we're notorious, so we have to look. Yeah, for example, that should not have, like, they just spawned randomly in. That's obviously BS. But we have to look out for guards. And now we can enter these areas. We can enter San Marco now. There is a treasure. As I said, I'm not gonna go for it, despite my urge to do so. Same with the viewpoint. I'm gonna continue the story, and then once we've reached a point that is that I deem fine, then we'll continue. La Rosa Colta. You see the icon, we know there's a symbol here. Rebecca C84. One of those strange glyphs Sean mentioned is on this landmark. You should go find it. Opened in 1465, La Rosa Colta, the plucked rose, quickly became essential to Florentine life. The women there were known for being upper class. They were educated in poetry and the arts as well as sexual intercourse. It was not rare to see members of the Signoria at La Rosa Colta, and even on occasion a Medici. Ah yes, I'm educated at sexual intercourse.
I think we have the wrong building.
No. No, this is it.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Messer Ezio. Annetta speaks quite highly of you. I can see why.
I appreciate the kind words, Madonna.
Ti prego, call me Paola.
Thank you for offering your home to my family, Paola.
It was the least I could do. You must be tired. Perhaps you'd...
No, grazie. I can't stay.
Why? Where are you going?
To kill Uberto Alberti.
I understand your desire for vengeance, but the Gonfaloniere is a powerful man. You are not a killer, Ezio.
Spare me the lecture.
But I can make you one.
And why are you going to teach me how to kill?
I'm not. I'm going to teach you how to survive. Come. Discretion is paramount in my profession. We must walk the streets freely.
Courtesans. Rebecca C84. Those girls are definitely available for hire. I bet you can use them as moving cover. In fact, try sending them to tempt unwanted guards. Prostitution was one of the most popular occupations for Renaissance women, whose only other option in most cases were staying with their families or living in a convent. Italian society supported prostitution, and many brothels were regulated by the government. At the end of the 15th century, cities started to pass laws against prostitution, forcing courtesans to wear specific outfits and separating them from respected society.
Seen, but unseen. You too must learn to blend like us, and become one with the city's crowds.
Paola. Born 1438, profession Madame of La Rosa Colta. There isn't much information about Paola in the history books, but the Florentine archives reveal that she was orphaned at age 8 when her parents were killed at sea. Left with a choice between joining a nunnery and prostitution, she began a life on the streets at the age of 8. Fuck my life. At 16, she vanishes from the records, only to reappear at age 20 when she was arrested for murdering a city guard. On an interesting note, Giovanni Auditore represented her in court, winning the case on a self-defense plea. Released from prison, Paola went on to start her own brothel to protect many other unfortunate women of the street. I love the idea of you could buy groups of people in this game. It was ridiculously OP but fun. I know.
My girls will show you how.
Remember how we could blend in the other game with the scholars? Now we can do this as soon as we have a few more people here. And that's what I meant, see? We are walking faster than the people we are guarding, which is quite annoying and will continue throughout all of the Assassin's Creed games. But you can see we can get past the guards by fitting in with the groups of people. I love how it grays you out, you know?
What's he come to hide?
We're back.
Bene. Now that you've learned to blend, I'll show you how to use it for more than just moving around. Let's teach you how to steal.
Thief! Thief!
Once you've stolen from someone, Ezio, you mustn't linger.
Help! Somebody stop him!
You can go now, girls.
Oh, do we have to? So innocent. He's cute.
Now that you have learned how to approach the enemy, we need to find you a suitable weapon.
What would you have me use?
Ah, but you already have the answer.
Hey, my father's blade and bracer. How did you get them?
By using the same skills I've just taught you.
It's not exactly in working condition.
I assume you're familiar with Leonardo da Vinci.
See, but how does a painter factor into this?
He's far more than that. Bring him the pieces. You'll see.
Before I go, one last question, if I may.
Of course.
Why have you given your aid so readily to me, a stranger?
I too know betrayal.
Visit Leonardo da Vinci at his workshop to see if he can repair Giovanni's blade. Again, we're not at the point where I'm gonna do all of the other stuff, so do not worry about that. We're gonna continue and progress the story until I see fit. I'm gonna get this one spot here because we are literally right there. As you can see, it doesn't really take any, like, not really much time, but yeah.
The lady's mask.
That cloak. Where? Sit down, please.
Why are you up here? Leave! Get down, ora!
you call a guy who can't Leonardo da Vinci? Oh my god. Dude! For that joke.
Oh, Ezio Auditore! I didn't expect to see you again. What with all that's happened. Ah, where are my manners? Welcome back. Now, how can I be of service?
I was hoping you could repair something of mine.
Of course! Come, this way! Che pasticcio. Tutto santo giorno che cerco. Let me clear a space. Alright, let's see it. Fascinating. I don't know, Ezio. Despite its age, the construction is rather advanced. I've never seen anything quite like it. I'm afraid there's not much I can do without the original plans. Mi dispiace. Wait.
What are you doing?
The contents of this page are encrypted, but if my theory is correct, based on these sketches, it may very well...
It may very well what?
Please, sit.
Leonardo,
Shh. Remarkable. If we transpose the letters and then select every third... There! It's finished!
Huh? What's finished?
The blade. I managed to decode that parchment of yours. It showed me exactly what to do. Now all that's left is to remove your ring finger.
Really?
I'm sorry, but this is how it must be done. The blade is designed to ensure the commitment of whoever wields it.
Bene. Do it quickly.
I was only having fun, Ezio. Though the blade once required a sacrifice, it's been modified. You can keep your finger.
Now we have it.
Incredible.
Yes, it is. Tell me, do you have other pages like this?
I'm sorry, only the one.
Listen, if you ever do happen across another one of these, please, bring it to me.
You have my word. And thank you for fixing this.
By order of the Florentine Guard! Open this door!
Just a moment. Wait here.
Are you Leonardo da Vinci?
See, how may I be of service?
I need you to answer some questions.
Certainly.
We already have a codex page, if you remember.
What seems to be the trouble?
A witness claims to have seen you consorting with an enemy of the city.
What? Me? Consorting? Preposterous.
When was the last time you saw or spoke with Ezio Auditore?
Who?
Non fare il finto tonto! We know you were close with the family. Perhaps this will help to clear your head. Ready to talk? What about now? Let's...
Grazie, Ezio.
Sorry about that.
I've grown accustomed to their abuses.
What of the body?
Bring it inside and put it with the others.
Others?
The city gives them to me for research. See? Like it never happened.
Thank you, Leonardo. For everything.
Anytime. And remember, if you find more of those strange pages, bring them to me. Should they contain new designs, I will upgrade your blade as well.
Of course. Now, I really should be getting back to Paola.
Porgile I miei omaggi.
I have a codex page. Can you work with that if I give it to you? Or is it not enough? So we're still gonna continue with the story. So we go up here.
Come, don't be shy.
I might be working too hard.
Let's go. Oh my god, come on.
Have I seen that man? It's awfully familiar.
That man looks awfully disappeared.
You were gone for quite a while.
Leonardo likes to talk.
That he does. But I trust he did more than talk. I've given you the skills. Leonardo's given you the blade. All that remains is the deed.
Where can I find Uberto?
According to my girls, he'll be attending an unveiling tonight of Verrocchio's latest work. It will be held at the Santa Croce cloister.
Watch over my mother and sister while I'm away.
Of course, Ezio. As if they were my own.
Now we know it's Verrocchio, not Verrocchio, as I said. Very good. Look, she looks actually worried for us. Visit the art show at Santa Croce, find Uberto, and exact revenge. Let's do this. Uberto Alberti.
Uberto Alberti, trusted friend of the Auditore family. According to the history books, this guy was a saint. He prosecuted murderers, rapists, the worst criminals. One of the best lawyers in Italy, he won every case, in spite of the fact that he was self-taught. Now, I found a back door into the Templars' database server. I've been combing it for some kind of smoking gun. I found it. Apparently, Uberto's family was evicted by the Medici Bank. Uberto's been aching for revenge ever since. And the Templars promised him support. Ezio's father was standing in the way, and Uberto was jealous of his influence over the Florentine government. Two birds with one stone, isn't it? It looks like Uberto used his election to the Signoria as his opportunity to strike.
I don't know if you just saw that, but there was a little error. Because the dad was hanging in the middle, Petruccio was on the right side, and Federico was on the left in the original. Here they were hanging differently, so yeah. Just saying. Just saying.
What are you doing here?
Let's see. Santa Croce.
Again with this?
You have overstepped your bounds, Uberto.
Who are you to speak of bounds? You, who have crowned yourself Lorenzo di Medici, Principe of Firenze.
I've done no such thing.
Of course not. Ever innocent. How convenient. At least now, we see how far your reach extends, which is to say, nowhere at all. It has proved a valuable lesson for me and my allies.
Yes. Your allies, the Pazzi. Is that what this is about?
Be careful with your words, Lorenzo. You might attract the wrong sort of attention.
Don't forget, Lorenzo de' Medici is the ruler of the city, and here the Galafreniere is just acting like a dick towards him because he knows he can basically do whatever he wants because he's a Templar. Santa Croce, Rebecca C84. One of those strange glyphs Sean mentioned is on this landmark. You should go find it. The largest Franciscan church in the world. The Basilica di Santa Croce contains frescoes by Giotto and a chapel in the cloister designed by Filippo Brunelleschi that is considered one of the masterpieces of Renaissance architecture. According to St. Francis and the Franciscans' reading of the Bible, Christ told his followers to take on a vow of poverty, and he said to them, "Take nothing for your journey, neither staff nor scrip, nor bread nor money, neither have two coats." So, how did a sect of Catholicism that held a vow of poverty as one of its core values own such a posh church? Well, in 1322, the Pope declared that the Franciscans' vow of poverty was illegal, that Christ had in fact owned property and wanted his followers to own property. This meant, of course, that the Franciscans were forced to collect money, and which would in turn go to the Pope, proving that biblical interpretation can be surprisingly profitable, especially if you're the Pope. I love Catholic Church bashing. I will never get tired of it.
I've traditional remedies and the wisdom of the Arabes. Wellness awaits.
I wish we had some courtesans here. We don't. Maybe we'll find some, right? Yeah, hello working girls. Hi. You're mine. Come with me. It could be either a busy evening, or we could get the mission done.
Good evening, Gonfaloniere. To you as well. I trust you're enjoying yourselves.
Indeed, a nice distraction
Let's
from
go.
that nasty business with the Auditore family.
And to think I once... You! You would have done the same. To save the ones you love.
Yes, I would. And I have.
The Auditore are not dead! I'm still here! Me! Ezio! Ezio Auditore!
That was a bit overkill, and I fully supported the emotion in that. From Giovanni Auditore, number 4. This is the letter we delivered to him. That was supposed to help us, to show we are not guilty. This document is meant to serve as a record of all I've learned over the past few weeks in the event that I am silenced and prevented from sharing it with you myself. Understand first that the Duke of Milan's murder, the Duca di Milano, was no mere political maneuver. Rather, it is but a piece of a conspiracy that reaches far beyond Firenze, counting members in Roma, Venezia, and Forli, to name but a few cities. Attached to this note is a list, or rather the start of one, of those I know to be guilty. Its contents are by no means complete, but I intend to rectify that shortly. I can, however, say with certainty that the Pazzi family is involved. We must move quickly to question Francesco before he buys his freedom from prison. Doing so will surely add more names to the list. I already have my suspicions as to who these men are, given that their deeds bear all the hallmarks of an old enemy. I fear they... The note abruptly ends here. Giovanni must have had to stop and hide it when the guards showed up to arrest him. Well, we know what they feared, right? Ezio was running on pure emotions and vengeance when he was a youngling. Do not... Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I love that AC2 the char is so much more... They have completely different upcomings. Never forget that. Never forget that. Like, if I remember the book correctly, Altair literally grew up as part of the Assassins, like as a young kid, and Ezio is now thrown in it without wanting it, you know? There was a feather that I didn't even see, to be fair. Ow! Oh, there's the symbol!
You can't be scared! That's it. Down you go.
Oh! Nope, I can't hold myself.
There he is! Hey!
We can't do it yet. Like, we could, but I'm not doing it yet.
That's not possible. This can't be. Hold on. That's computer code. Let me compile it. Oh, shit, it's an encrypted file.
Upload it to my computer. I'm a master at decryption.
I can't. It's only compatible with the Animus itself.
Upload it to Desmond then. I can't believe this.
Hello, this is... They call me Subject 16. Listen, I don't have much time. There's something I have to show you. We have been lied to this whole time. Everything we know, everything we've been brought up to believe, it's wrong. Okay, I've uploaded the evidence, the file that proves it all. But I've split it into 20 pieces and locked each with a code. Can't be too careful. Queen Isabella. No, not her. What century is it? Never mind. I've hidden the code to the first file inside this program. Find it. Find them all. And along the way, you'll begin to see the truth.
What the heck? How did this get inside our Animus?
Oh, the memory core. We transferred 16's memory data from Abstergo into the Animus 2.0. He must have hacked the machine when Vidic left him alone between sessions.
Oh, hold on, wait a second. The signs on the walls in Abstergo, the ones written in blood, those were clues. He was telling us to look for them inside the Animus.
Five of these mythic scenes share a core similarity. Pick them out and you'll begin to see. I didn't want to do that. Can we please? That's literally not what I want to do. That's literally, again, not what I want to do. I want to look at them. I don't know how to zoom. I literally don't know how to zoom. There, okay, let's see. Cupid and Psyche. Diana and Callisto. The Fall. Birth of Venus. Hercules in the Garden of the Hesperides. Mercury, Herse and Aglauros. Idun and the Apples. Triumph of Bacchus. Judgment of Paris. And Atalanta and Hippomenes. And I think... I mean, I see it already. Do you see the similarities? 5 of them share a core similarity. Do you see it? Think about it. I'll give you like half a minute. Nope, I do not, because it's not that they decided randomly to make Ezio. Well, if none of you has an idea, it is literally the most important thing of the first game, which is why I said always pay attention to the first game. It is the apple. Do you remember what Al-Mualim talked about? It is the apple that got them cast out of Eden. And there we have it. We have them in Eden. We have Hercules with the apple. We have Idun and the apples, literally. We have Paris. And we have this. The apple. And there is something. people jumping. That's it. We're not gonna continue with this stuff because, as I said, like, I think I ran into this just right accidentally. But it's the most important thing about this game and probably all Assassin's Creed games. And we are gonna get to it at some point. But I want to do it later. Because otherwise it will take away from the story of the game right now. Which is something I don't want. So yeah. Listen up, okay? You gotta tell me if you're okay with that or not. If you agree with it or not. Like, I'm gonna go do the story now. Afterwards, I am gonna do the viewpoints and the treasures. But you get to choose if we guys talk and I do it on stream, or if I do it directly after stream but without you guys, because it's not really important stuff and we're not gonna continue with the story afterwards. So it's up to you.
I think it's best I leave Firenze.
Where will you go?
My uncle Mario owns a villa near Monterigioni.
You're still a wanted man, Ezio.
What would you have me do then?
I've seen posters all across the district. Tearing them down will help the city forget your face. No doubt the heralds also incite the public. Bribe them, and they'll speak of other things. Or you could hunt those who bear false witness against you. They traded dignity for coin. Their loss would not be mourned. Do any of these things, and you should be free to leave.
So, now comes the very famous laying low that we all have in all Assassin's Creed games. We can kill eyewitnesses.
I got a program for tracking notoriety. This little meter will help you know how far you are between notorious and incognito.
For example, him.
Please, let me live.
This will help you know if you should watch your actions. It'll also tell you if the notoriety level is part of Ezio's memory or not.
So we just killed someone who was a false eyewitness. Now we're gonna go and get one of the wanted posters. Oh, that was very dumb of me. Mario was the best, yes, I agree. And we lost notoriety. Sorry, milady. That was actually not my plan. So, I'm gonna go to the mission, but as soon as we start to get to a satisfying point, I'm gonna stop, just so you're aware. And then, as I said, it's up to you if you want to really watch that stuff or if I'll do that off stream, because it's not really contributing to anything interesting for you guys, okay? So think about it, you have a few minutes to do so until we're done with the cutscenes, and there's, by the way, the other symbol. We're not gonna do it, because we're gonna do that stuff when we actually get close to the end of the game.
Has he lost his mind?
Bentornato, Ezio. Were you successful?
Yes. Madre?
Ezio! Where have you been? They wouldn't let us leave. And Mother, oh, she hasn't spoken a single word since we left the house. Father will need to sort things out. Where is Father? And Federico? And Petruccio? Hmm?
Something's happened.
What do you mean? No, it's impossible.
Claudia.
No.
I did everything I could, Piccina. Listen, right now what matters is getting us all someplace safe. But to do that, I need you to stay focused. Do you understand? Good. Will you watch over Mother for me? Then we are ready. Thank you again for everything.
Stay safe, Ezio. Stay vigilant. I suspect the road ahead is yet long.
Okay, arrivederci. Immediately Jojo vibes. Escort Maria and Claudia out of Florence to the Villa Auditore in Monterigioni.
Let's go.
Okay, this is gonna...
Stay put.
You are the beggar of this world, aren't you?
Go. Stay close.
Oh my god.
Wondrous deeds he has performed for the good of all.
I don't know if you agree. Spicy, but this dude gives "Then came Evo from the Ravens" vibes, if you know what I mean. Then came Evo from the Ravens with the sun for eyes.
Of lead and pomegranate, ideal for the liver.
Oh, tra-la-la, you put the nerve to your ends, you sow no seed.
Then came Ava from the Ravens with the sun for eyes. Before I ask what I'm referring to something in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I don't care if people hate it, it's a great game in my opinion, where in a side quest you have someone who has heard of you and wants to sell you a song they wrote about you, and it is the most cringy, terrible thing that has ever happened. And if you don't pay them for it, they are gonna sing something else, and then I decided to beat them up. Then came Ava from the Ravens with the sun for eyes. It's like terrible. It really is piss off. Oh my god. This is literally like public transport in Berlin. I want to beat them up so bad.
Wow, you look like you're a virgin. What a lovely...
Stop. 8 guards for 2 women? I judge. I judge.
How could this have happened to us?
I don't know.
Will we ever be back?
I don't know.
Monteriggioni and San Gimignano. We're going to Monteriggioni.
What will happen to our house?
I don't know.
Were they given a proper burial?
Yes, they were.
We're in the Toscana now. We're in Monterigioni.
Grazie Dio.
Do we have an update on this? No. Escort Maria and Claudia to the Villa Auditore in Monterigioni.
Quick, let's do it.
It looks a bit dark, but there's the villa. But there is someone. And that looks like Vieri de Pazzi.
Buongiorno, Ezio. How could you leave Firenze without saying a proper goodbye?
Ezio!
What do you want, Vieri?
So many things. A larger palazzo, 2 new steeds, a prettier bride. Oh, and yes, your life.
My condolences for the loss of your father and brother. What will happen now that there's no one left to help you? I have such a
sorry, are you all
wonderful things in
bugged?
store for your
Oh my god, no, this bitch is attacking my fucking family. Never mind. Hey, bro.
I grow tired of this game. Finish him, and do not spare the women. What sorcery is this?
Not sorcery, boy. Skill.
Show yourself.
As you wish. Here, use this.
Kill them! Kill them all!
There was literally no more guard from you, so...
You will not get away!
I want to fight with the blade, because now we can actually use it as an offensive weapon. Look. I love that speed. Great quote. Yeah, indeed, right? Wow, and he's just beating up my mom! What the fuck? Dude, calm down.
You have my thanks.
Keep the sword, Ezio.
Do I know you from somewhere?
Don't you recognize me? It's me, Mario!
It's me,
Mario.
Mario!
It's been too long, Nipote. Far too long. I heard what happened in Firenze. Terrible. Come, let's get you all away from here.
Honestly. It's me, Mario! Wahoo! Hilarious. Monterigioni. Built in the 13th century by the overlords of Siena, Monterigioni was actively involved in the defense of Tuscany against Florentine attempts to gain more territory. At the front of this conflict was the Auditore family, who became the city's rulers and protectors. It was the Auditore who constructed Monterigioni's famous walls, which can still be seen today. By the way, yes indeed. And okay, now it kind of comes cringy, young little Enki. When I, back in the day, actually had a Facebook account at the age of like 14 to 16, afterwards I already grew out of it. But I put in as living place Monterigioni simply because I was like, I'm an assassin! I'm living in Monterigioni, what do you want to do? So yeah, that was cringy little Enki. Although standing in opposition to Florentine desires, the Auditore had cordial relations with the Medici family, largely due to their collective Florentine roots. Monterigioni successfully withstood attacks from Florence until in 1554 the city was betrayed. Giovanni Zetti, the keeper of the garrison and a Florentine exile, was allowed to return to Florence in exchange for the keys to the city. Piece of shit. Extraordinarily, the Auditore were allowed to continue their rule of Monterigioni under Florentine leadership, showing that the Medici do not forget their friends. Casa Dolce Casa. Explore the Villa Auditore with Mario.
So, tell me everything.
Mario Auditore. Date of birth 1434. Profession condottiero, noble. One of several condottieri patrolling the Tuscan countryside, Mario Auditore played a significant role in the Battle of Anghiari, alerting Micheletto Attendolo to the appearance of several dust clouds over the road, which signaled a surprise advance by Milanese troops. Thanks to Mario, the Milanese attack was foiled and the Florentines won the battle. Although Mario sided with Florence and Anghiari for most of his career, he defended the interests of his hometown Monteriggioni, derailing Florentine attempts to seize Tuscany territory. While Mario's younger brother, Giovanni, moved to Florence in 1454 to pursue a career in banking, Mario stayed at the family's villa in Monterigioni, stating in a letter to Giovanni that he preferred fighting like a man to filling out balance sheets.
They executed father for treason. Federico and Petruccio too. They came for me.
Do you know why?
I have no answers, Uncle. Only a list of names taken from a man who wished me dead. I still can't believe they are gone.
Don't worry. We will make sense of this.
I wish I shared your optimism.
Come on, keep pace. We're almost there. I think you will find much to like in Monterigioni.
I thought Monterigioni was an enemy of Firenze.
For now. Next year it will be its friend, the year after its enemy again, and on and on. I cannot keep track, so I have stopped trying. These are honest, hard-working people. Our shops may only carry simple goods, but they're well-made and dependable. There is a chapel here, too. The prete seems a nice enough fellow, but I've never been much of a believer.
Did you know the Villa Auditore is almost 200 years old? It was built by my great-grandfather, a strange man who carried all kinds of secrets. Keep your eyes open, and you might discover a few of them yourself.
With all the fighting that's been going on, this place has started to get a bit rough around the edges.
Villa Auditore. Rebecca, tells us that there's something again. Constructed in 1290, the Villa Auditore is an important medieval predecessor to early Renaissance architecture. The villa's wonderful symmetry and ordered geometry were a revelation for its time. Not only concerned with aesthetics, Domenico Auditore, Ezio Auditore's great-grandfather, designed his home to double as a fortress and training ground, looking out both over the city that it protects and the Tuscan plains. After a Florentine attack in 1320 left the facade damaged, the present facade was erected and a painting gallery was added to the interior. Domenico? That was Domenico, right? And they just, Domenico. Domenico was more than just an architect and a warrior, he was also a skilled engineer. Recently discovered hidden compartments and rooms with mechanisms blocking entry are several unique features of the building that make it a technological marvel, as well as an architectural one. And the city is amazing.
I wish I could do something.
The difference AC1 and AC2 is crazy.
But I just don't have the time or money to fix things up. Guess that's life, huh? Here we are. Casa Dolce Casa. So, what do you think?
It's most impressive, Uncle.
She's seen better days, I suppose. Believe me, I'd have her shining again if only I had the time. Now that you have had the tour, Nipote, you should go and outfit yourself. My men in the market are expecting you. Return here when you're finished, and we'll begin.
Begin? Begin what?
I thought you'd come here to train.
No, Uncle. I came here to escape Firenze. And I intend to take my family further still.
But what about your father? He'd want you to finish his work.
What work? My father was a banker.
Wait, he did not tell you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ma che me combini, Giovanni? Where to even begin? Go and fetch the gear in the market. It will give me time to think. But that's that. We'll talk more later. Some spending money should you need it. And if you find yourself in need of rest, I've prepared a room for you on the top floor of the villa.
Some spending money gives me almost 2,000 florins. That's amazing. Yeah, we can rebuild this entire city, and that's what we're obviously gonna do. We're gonna buy leather greaves. And we're gonna repair the stuff we have currently. And small weapons, we're gonna buy a dagger.
That should do, I hope.
There are obviously best in slot weapons and best in slot gear pieces, but that's for later. Wait, where am I running? By the way, I will probably stop stream for the simple reason that I haven't eaten yet and I need to eat and I wouldn't want to do that on stream. Hi, medicine. I actually don't need to. I have everything. I bought it early, if you remember, and we never needed any. Casa dolce casa. I love how much customization there is. It's not too much, but thank you, exactly.
Don't worry. We're only staying here for a little while.
I don't like it here. I want to go home.
I know.
Okay, we're gonna look around, and once we're done here with the general stuff, I'ma stop. But you get to choose. You get to choose, do I do the viewpoints and treasures off stream, or do you want me to wait for it and do it next stream? Like, you guys get to choose. Because as I said, I'm just stopping because I need food.
Salute, uncle. I did as you asked.
And quickly too, ben fatto. Now, let's teach you how to fight.
No. As I said, we are leaving.
Ezio, you barely held your own against Vieri. You won't survive a week on the road. If you want to leave, so be it. But at least do so armed with the skills and knowledge necessary to defend yourself. If not for me, for your mother and sister.
Fine.
Ottimo. You can swing a sword, to be sure, but offense alone will not carry a battle. You must survive long enough to strike. I will teach you how to dodge.
You said my father was more than just a banker.
No use dancing around it, I suppose. Your father was an assassin, Ezio.
I told you before. My father was a paper pusher.
No. He was born in...
I find this difficult to believe.
What of the list you carry? Do you think it's merely a catalog
I literally don't get this on. I'm just too bad.
It holds the names of those responsible for your father's murder. Then, I've taught you how to avoid your enemy's attacks. Now you'll learn how to turn them to your advantage.
All this talk of assassins and Templars, it reeks of fantasy.
Like something from an old parchment covered in
They were.
perhaps?
How did you know?
You have your father's blade. I figured you'd have the codex page he was holding as well.
Odio questi momenti di incertezza. Hurry up! I have to meet a lady friend.
Yeah, you can insult them while playing, taunting them so they make mistakes. It's hilarious.
Today I'm going to teach you how to position yourself in battle. Where you stand and how you move can make all the difference. Don't think I haven't seen you picking apart my library. I trust you believe me now?
Yes. My father was an assassin. But why the need for such secrecy?
Are you familiar with the Templars? One of
No,
several knightly orders formed during the Crusades. History teaches they were disbanded nearly 200 years ago in France. Only they weren't. Merely pushed underground, where they continued their nefarious work.
What work?
The Templars seek dominion over man, and we, the assassins, are sworn to stand against them.
Was Uberto one of them? And the other names on my father's list?
Templars as well.
I literally don't get this
That means Vieri.
Just like his father,
I have a hard time actually doing the escapes.
It would explain many things.
It literally is hard to do that. Like, I'm not even joking. You're supposed to hold the unlock button and then hold the while moving away from your enemy to quickly exit a fight. Like, that would be what it meant, what it means. You see? This is the quick exit that they're talking about, and it's literally not working. It's so weird. At least the symbols don't exactly explain to you how to do it. Defeat Mario.
Well done, Nipote. You've really come into your own.
Thank you, Uncle, for all you have given me.
Your family. Such is my duty and my desire.
I'm glad you had me stay.
Good. You've reconsidered leaving.
We sail for Spain in 3 days.
But Nipote, I have given you these skills that you might be better prepared to strike against our enemies.
And if they find me, I will.
You want to leave, Ezio? To throw away everything your father fought and died for? To deny your heritage? Fine! Come vuoi. Arrivederci e buona fortuna.
Uncle, wait! Why is he so upset?
How can he not be? Vieri's been harassing us ever since you first arrived. To be expected, I suppose, given his heritage.
Uncle! Where is everyone?
They ride for San Gimignano to slay that snake, Vieri.
Vieri di Pazzi, the youngest member of the second most notorious Florentine banking family, this kid knew how to burn right through his father's money. Outside of spending sprees involving weaponry, exotic animals, and clothes, he was fiercely competitive. Vieri hosted races of all kinds, boating, horseback riding, running. All of them rigged, of course. And get this, if through some amazing stroke of luck he ever lost, he'd invite the winner's entire family over for a victory dinner and serve them a meal to die for.
What a wonderful person! We love him.
Join them. You'll find what you need at the stables.
So, yes, the next mission would be to go for that. For Vieri di Pazzi, but that's not what we're doing now. Oh, he's a lovely guy, right? Like, beautiful. I'm gonna go up there. Come on, climb, Ezio. Don't be dumb, please. A truly gentle soul, Vieri di Pazzi. Yes, as you can see, it looks like a deserted place. What you do in this game is you invest into all of the buildings, unlocking new features, unlocking discounts, all of that stuff, making this a lively place, beautiful. And we're not gonna do it now, because I need food, and I'm gonna be out for now. And we will continue this soon. I say soon because I don't know when. I don't know if tomorrow by any wonders, even though I don't think so. I have to sleep tomorrow after work. And yeah, we're gonna continue this soon. Thank you very much for watching. I'm probably gonna eat something unhealthy. Something like nuggets or fries. Your mother, oh god. Don't tell him, he's not supposed to know that I'm his daddy. No. Okay, I'm gonna stop this now. Sorry for this. Well, thank you very much for joining in, guys. I really do appreciate that. I think this was actually quite lovely. And yeah, we're gonna continue this wonderful game soon. And well, guys, thank you very much for joining. We'll talk soon. And until then, don't get spoiled by the game. Like, don't get spoiled. It's a wonderful little journey. This thing will be up as a VOD very soon. Like, probably in a few hours. I'm gonna edit out the part where I went to the bathroom. But yeah, thank you guys very much for joining. Maki, Salty, Spicy, thank you very much for also being active in chat. And we're gonna talk soon. Have a good one, guys. Bye.